we got a question here, and this one is, how do you truly forgive somebody who did you wrong and hurt you deeply? Wow, you feel that energy? Yes, so this one actually speaks to me personally as well, since I've been through my own healing experiences the past few years. And I have to say, regardless of how tumultuous or how triggering a situation with a person or even with a group of people was for you to deal with in that moment. It could be probably 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even just last week, right? A lot of times we find there's a struggle through the process of forgiveness is because we still are sort of stuck in our own mental narrative where we constantly fight with that particular person or that group of people in our mind. And that actually creates the bond, the energetic bond between you and them, the intensity continue to increase in your mind. And that, energetically speaking, will be very hard or harder to resolve in the long term. So let alone to fully move on and forgive entirely. Yeah. Okay, so what I have learned is that number one, holding the intention as pure as possible, which means that we don't have to know how to forgive. There's no bulletproof remedy in this, because when we're trying to do the step 1 to 10, A to Z, it's just not natural for the organic healing to come through. So allow yourself to say, I want peace. Also, I want the other person or that group of people to have peace as well. And so in this intentional direction, we are welcoming the healing energy to come in and much more in alignment, rather than secretly still finding ourselves in this conflicting mental plane. I hope that makes sense. And then number 2 is to forgive that part of ourselves that's not willing to forgive. Because when we're not willing to forgive entirely, it's just normal because we're human. And that part of ourselves probably still have to go through certain healing, the old trauma in the past history, including the past life, perhaps too. So be super compassionate and patient during this time when you feel the need to forgive, yet just don't have the capacity to do it. Allow yourself to invite that turtle spirit guide to come through, knowing that it is safe for you to trust that little part of yourself knows how to move into the maturity of willing to forgive in its own pace. There's no rush. Healing takes time, okay? And then number 3, I would say there's that beautiful chant by the Hawaiian traditions called Ho'oponopono. I did a video before, I think last year, but you can check out the link here. It's a beautiful, soothing chant that really massage your tender heart space. So you are actively creating a harmonious energy with, the conflict or the lack of closure that you have been dealing with. You fully accept its existence and welcome it to coexist with you rather than suppressing it or pushing it away. Okay, so check out that little prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Okay, these 4 sentences. Okay, and then I guess there's one little inspiring children's book by, I think it's Neil Donald Walsh. Yeah, it's Neil Donald Walsh. I think it's called The Little Soul and the Sun. I'm not going to reveal too much, but anyway, the general story is that this little soul wanted to learn about the uniqueness, the special part of itself, what is so special about him or her. And when he was talking to Source or God, the God says, well, what do you want that special part of you to be? And then so it says, oh, I want it to be forgiving. Okay. Then there's another little soul standing right next to it, raising its hand and said, okay, I would love to support you with my unconditional love. So when we descend down to the earth realm, being human, I will actively participate in your human life. I'll do something not too nice to you in order for you to learn how to forgive me. So I'll play the bad guy, right? I'll be the villain in your story. And then this will be an opportunity for your healing to learn how to forgive. So anyway, I'm going to keep this story short. You can go check Amazon to see the book if you want to buy it. It's super inspiring and powerful. All right. So all I want to say is there is always a gray in everything. So there's no clear darkness or light. We are all here to experience what truly means to fully forgive somebody from a non-judgmental place, because, you know, whoever that has done you wrong, they might be a hero or heroine in another person's story. It might be a villain in yours, but do not discredit this whole person's entire being. So that's something that I had to learn humbly as I move through my own healing. And I hope this serves you. Anyway, feel free to share about your own forgiveness experience. Was it hard for you? Or if you're moving through it, stay courageous. You're able to do it. And I'm sending you lots of love, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.